real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff David Posey loves dogs, and after his brother died from a methamphetamine overdose, one of his dogs helped him cope with the loss. David says as he was walking his dog, the defendant's dog scaled a 6-foot fence and tried to attack his dog. And David's suing because he injured himself while trying to protect himself and his beloved pet. Defendant Mark Vukolich insists his dog is a loving animal and would never hurt a fly. While Mark admits that his dog scaled a fence, he insists he never attacked anyone, which is why the police only cited him for his dog being loose.
Start with you.
I don't know if you have dogs or not, Your Honor. Two, good. I've had dogs most of my adult life. The last 3 have been Springer Spaniels. I lost my brother to a methamphetamine overdose several years ago, and the first dog, I got him, and it really, those dogs are so devoted. They're such a great breed that, really kind of helped me through that time. Good. It was a difficult time for my family. The Springer Spaniel I have now, her name's Bonnie. I have a picture of her if you'd like to see. Bonnie's a 9-year-old Springer Spaniel. I got her when she was a puppy, and she was spayed at 2. Last year she had to have surgery on her 2 hind legs. And she's my best buddy. She's a bird dog, hunting dog, and I spend a lot of time with her, and I enjoy her quite a bit.
Now, you say you have a family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many in the household?
A wife and a grown daughter.
All right.
Yeah, well,
you got to share the dog a little bit. Everybody likes dogs in the household. Sounds like you corner the market inside the house.
I'm her primary handler, and they call Springer Spaniels Velcro dogs, Your Honor.
What does that mean?
Well, because they just stick right to you. They are so devoted.
Plaintiff David Posey is suing because he claims the defendant's dog scaled a 6-foot fence and tried to attack his dog, and he injured himself while trying to protect his beloved pet.
Go ahead. Yes. All right.
Yes. So, Your Honor, because of her surgery on February the 6th of 2011, I was walking her as part of her rehabilitation, and I was extending the walks further and further. And the defendant lives in a subdivision next to mine, and so I extended her walk into his neighborhood. And I turned around to head home when I heard a woman yelling, screaming from the backyard. And I have a picture, a Google Earth picture here that shows where I was at, and the defendant's fence, etc. And so I heard the woman screaming, and I turned to look, and to my surprise, I saw the defendant's dog scaling the 6-foot cedar fence. So it's a regular 6-foot fence. And, Your Honor, male dogs they'll scale fences if there's a female in heat or perhaps for fighting, to attack. But they're not going to scale a 6-foot fence to come say howdy or to come and play. It's going to be coming, for the lovin' or to fight. And I've had dogs, like I said, most of my life. I can certainly recognize when a dog is in a play posture or in an attack posture. And the dog scaled the fence, as that photo shows. I was on the other side of the street, so the dog had to come over the fence, cross grass, cross sidewalk, cross the road to get to me. And I really couldn't think very quickly. All I could think to do was to pull Bonnie, my Springer, to my left side and put myself between this attacking dog and my dog to defend her. And so when the defendant's dog was close enough and he was about to bite my dog, I kicked his dog as hard as I could, Your Honor. I gave it everything I had. Frankly, I'm surprised he's not countersuing me for dental bills on his dog, because I very well could have loosened some teeth. I kicked him so hard.
All right, watch yourself now. I mean, his dog...
Coming from a man that says he's a dog lover.
Yeah, his dog is special to him as well.
Oh, certainly.
All right, so you just keep rubbing it in his face now. He didn't sick the dog on your dog.
No, sir.
All right, so don't hurt his feelings so much. Hurt him or make him feel bad. You tell me, sir, what do you want?
He says he's a dog owner and he's out kicking people's dogs. And he told the officer when the officer arrived that he was gonna, if he would have had a gun, he would have shot my dog.
You tell me what happened.
What happened was my dog jumped the 6-foot fence.
What type of dog?
He's a pointer heeler. I have some pictures here.
Let's see it, please, Doyle.
He looks nothing like a pit bull, which is what Mr. Posey said.
Oh, okay.
He's a pointer mix.
All right.
So I wasn't home, but my girlfriend was right here. And she told me she ran across the street, grabbed the dog, everything was fine. Took him back inside, tried to apologize to Mr. Posey, and he said he was gonna shoot my dog next time it came over the fence. And the whole time, he keeps saying that my dog attacked him. He's never done it before, he's never done it since, and he's never attacked anybody or anybody's dog. And that dog's been around other dogs his whole life.
All right, but this one time that he did do it, what do you think the dog had in mind? Do you think he was going over there to meet his dog and become a play pal?
I actually do. He's a lover. He's a pure lover.
All right.
He's the type of dog, if you yell at him, he will lay down right where he is and shake.
But he didn't do that this time.
Nope. I wasn't home, and Cirilla couldn't yell at him.
He created a threat against this man's person and against his property. A big dog charging at you and your dog. You don't know the dog. Never met him. Never been a play pal. Never did anything. Strange dog charging at me with my dog. Oh, what do you think? Or do you think, oh, here comes a dog charging at us?
And I understand he was startled.
What's your dog's name?
Bonnie is her name.
Oh, Bonnie, here comes a giant dog charging toward us.
True.
Let's see what happens here.
Well, the officer...
Hopefully you don't get your head taken off or I don't get my arm bitten off. But we'll just take that chance.
The arriving officer didn't write him a ticket for dog attack. He wrote me a ticket for dog at large, which means my dog was off the leash. If my dog would have attacked him, the officer would have written me a ticket for dog attack. And I have the police report right here, and it's highlighted at the bottom.
Sir, they told you you did something wrong.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
So when you do something wrong, and the result of your wrongdoing harms someone, whatever they wrote the ticket for, you did something wrong, and the result of your wrongdoing caused damage to him.
Allegedly.
Well, let's get to that. You don't think it harmed him?
Well, if I was hurt myself, I would go straight to the doctor.
And?
He waited 4.5 months.
Plaintiff David Posey is suing because he claims the defendant's dog scaled a 6-foot fence and tried to attack his dog, and he injured himself while trying to protect his beloved pet.
All right, what was your injury?
Your Honor, when his dog attacked, like I said, I kicked him. That broke the attack long enough for me to grab his collar. Fortunately, there was a collar for me to grab. I held the dogs apart. His dog continued, once he was over the kicking, his dog lunged towards my dog. I felt a tearing, pain, pulling injury in my shoulder. You know, I was yelling and screaming very loudly.
Let's get to your injury,
Okay, yes, sir. It got to the point where I couldn't sleep on my right side, and I was having trouble moving my arm. So I thought, you know what, this isn't something I can take care of, just taking these ibuprofen pills. So I went to see first a chiropractor and then my regular medical doctor. He gave me a shot of cortisone, some oral pain pills, and he prescribed physical therapy. Fortunately, I responded very well to all of that. I have motion.
What did he say the injury was?
He called it a...
Because, sir, let me tell you, that sounds very similar to what happened to me. I fell on my shoulder, was in pain, took ibuprofen for the first 3 days. It calmed it a little. I walked around for a month and a half with my arm hurting from time to time, stiff, sore, but being the big man, I don't need to go. It's gonna wear off.
Right.
That's what you think.
That's exactly
what I thought. I said, well, I bruised my shoulder, obviously,
yes, sir.
and when this bruise goes away, I won't feel this anymore. That was my assumption until 6 weeks later. I kept feeling it, and I said, well, I better go to the doctor. He says, you have a torn rotator cuff, and you're gonna have to have surgery. So you're lucky he didn't have to have surgery because you're suing him based on your doctor bill.
That's correct, sir.
Because I think my doctor's bill for that surgery cost tens of thousands.
These are the statements from my doctors. These are summarized statements to save your time. It's an abduction sprain or something like that, I call it.
You're lucky that's all it costs because, like I say, mine cost tens of thousands. Thank God for Obamacare. You know, people are going bankrupt over doctor bills because they can't afford that. You want something?
Yes, in the police
Stand up, please. and
the
state
police
your
report,
name.
Cirilla Watson.
Uh-huh.
I was there when the incident occurred. In the police report, it says nothing about him having pain, any injuries, and so, I mean, he should have said something about pain. And why 4 months?
I guess you
later-
weren't. I guess you weren't listening, because as I said, this is the exact scenario I had,
understand
ma'am. All right. I'm going to grant your judgment, $1,075.
Thank
The
you, Your Honor.
citation is an indication of liability. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, Mark, no hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
Okay, good.